And so they'd come and visit, and they'd help me out, and we'd have some fun, and we'd go out for the weekends and so forth. And I got through those last 2 years up at RPI, but like I said, I met some interesting folks. And I wound up graduating. And in between there, the year before I graduated, I actually started looking for a drafting job, and I did start working with Jim Tanner. Remember that? So I was actually working for an architect maybe a year before I got out of college, and I worked for him for a little while until I was going to get married in 1985, and decided that I wasn't getting a piece of the action, so I was moving out onto my own, Mike. I was venturing out there. So I got a little knowledge and a little experience there, and I moved along to another architect, Bill Eli Cohn, right? Remember William
Bill,
Cohn?
Yeah.
And I learned some things from him as well. I worked for him, I think, for 14 days, 14 long days, right before Christmas, and then I left, and I've been out on my own ever since.
So what are you going to do when you grow up?
When I grow up, I don't know. I think, we have a call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, Lee Boy, what's up, buddy?
Who's this?
This is Larry from Mechanical.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Good to hear from you. Nothing. We were just going through the, Larry also now. I'm going to throw Larry's back in my history. So we're doing the biography show here. And we were just talking about the high school days. And here you are. Here's another friend of mine from high school that I'm telling we know Mike 25 years. So I know Larry probably more than 30 years. And Larry's in the air conditioning business. And he was actually called in on one of our shows a couple of weeks back. What are you doing today, Larry? Where are you at today?
Well, I had to pass Marcello's, one of his places. I don't do work in Rockland County. I was called in because a lot of companies, whoever it was, screwed up. They did a lot of faulty things. And he's very upset, very fed up. He can't run a company like that, especially a refrigeration business.
Unbelievable.
On meats. And
yeah, let's tell the folks out there, Marcello's is a restaurant, and he's got two locations, one in Suffern, New York, and one in Hohokus, New Jersey, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I just passed by, and I wasn't surprised to see what I saw. How's that?
Well, here we go, Larry. Now, here's a man that's been a technician for over 30 years in the field, and he can diagnose any sort of problem you have with your air conditioning or heating and cooling systems. And I know from experience he's done that, of course, with my systems, which I said a few weeks back. But go ahead, Larry. Tell us a little bit about what you found there.
Well, excuse me.
Just don't mention the guy's tag that's on the thing that did the work before.
No, he's already in the basement.
Exactly.
Well, we found, actually, like I said, I don't do work in the county. I was called in just to look. There's no law against that.
Yeah, consulting. Very good. That's right.
There's something when you bring tools on a job and you start servicing, that's a whole different story.
Exactly.
Actually, I found they bypassed one of the overloads to keep the compressor running until it blows. And they left the coils wide open, which aren't, theoretically, that's fans. So the air is bypassing through the coil to cool out in the refrigeration system.
So it sounds like it's not working well at all.
Overload.
Well, no, he destroyed the compressor,
yeah.
Which is, I believe, here's a good thing for his behalf. If he can get a guy to do it. I made some phone calls from him. There's a possibility, the last mechanical company that said it's not under warranty, but funny to say, they come with 5-year warranties on the motor. And the motor's possibly under warranty. So if I can get the warranty for him,
he'll be happy.
I'll bring him the compressor. It's up to him to get a guy to do it.
Yeah.
And basically, that's about $500-600 there.
I'm sure that he's very happy with that, Larry.
Well, he better make a good plate of fresh mozzarella for me.
Yeah, the buffalo mozzarella. That's it. And the steak tartare. I was down there this weekend, and we all know Marcello. Marcello's a good man, and he has a great restaurant, some great stuff there. And yeah, I had the steak tartare there. So yeah, you better make us some good mozzarella. You're right.
Yeah. So there's quite a few things. They bypassed a lot of things on the other units.
Well, Larry, listen, why don't you throw out your company name and phone number, just so if somebody else, again, like we was talking when Mike was doing his biography clip here, people think he's just on kitchen cabinets, but he does, automobile commercial work and medical work. So if somebody's out there listening and they need some of this stuff, Larry, commercially as well as residentially, throw your name out there so they can hear it and a phone number.
It's Air Mechanical, 917-662-2255 or 888-331-2473. I'd like to say to everybody that, you know what they say, when you get involved with friends, You rather keep it all business. But Mike and Lee have been a great hand to me, too. I'm building an extension in Pomona, and Mike has to be working with my wife for about a week, and she's extremely happy. I hope she's happy with the cabinets, not with Mike.
Yeah, well, I hope so too,
I
Larry.
appreciate that update. I'll know where to take it from there.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, we're looking forward to that project. That's a great one. And actually, during the show, if that starts in our fall show here, going in through the winter now, we'll take the folks through that step by step as we start the construction process. We might actually do a remote from your site there, Larry.
Yeah, well, modern technology, you never know. But as we say, far as Marcello does own a few other spots that he just asked me to look at and just give him an upgrade, what I feel as his personal assistant there. And I'm not too happy with it. I'm not too happy. There's a lot of stuff that it takes 20 minutes to look, 10 minutes to take a look at something, and it takes just a short time to say, hey, this is what you have to do to keep this baby running, or it could last for a certain time. You know, it all depends on
Either
the
pay
business
me
conditions.
now or pay me later.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But at least give them the choice.
well, most customers, they don't want to pay later. They'd like to get it once, you know, and get it done, but they want it reasonable. These days you have to be reasonable. Not everybody, it's like going to a doctor. You're afraid to go to the doctor. You're also afraid to hear what's happening. As soon as you walk in, it says, do you have insurance?
Yeah.
They don't look at you if you're coughing away. They say, look, that's it. Insurance or nothing.
I heard the
So
one
they-
guy, when he went into that walk-in box, he said the only good part here left is the door.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's got a lot of stuff that has rotted over.
So that's what
quite-
happens, of course. I mean, and if it's not maintained and things are
You know
happening.
what's good about you, Larry? You've been around long enough that you don't need every nickel anymore. You can go in and help a friend out, tell them the right way of doing something. And if you get the machinery, that's good. If you get the labor, that's good. But you're there basically to carry the word, and recommendations all come from that as it goes along.
Exactly.
Too.
It's great. It's great.
Well, what's happening at this point, I was recommended by somebody in authority, sent me paperwork. They would like me in Rockland County to do the mechanical.
So that's it. So you go and you take care of business.
We're attempting, excuse me,
Solid.
we're attempting to take the license in the future. Maybe we could help out a few people. You know, you get your happy customers, and you get some people that you know, they know what's going on.
Exactly.
They just didn't want to put time into it. You know, you listen to the storytelling
We got
time,
another call.
and then, you know, we walk in, we say, look, no stories. Show me the unit. Show me, you know, let me tell you what's going on, and it's the ball's in your park.
That's
Larry,
it.
thanks for calling. We got another call coming
Call
in.
coming
Oh, I
in.
do want to say hello to my wife. Hello,
Okay.
Rochelle.
Hey, Rochelle, how are
Hey,
you?
Michelle. I'll
We'll
see
say
you
hello
soon
to you.
again.
All right,
I'll
Larry,
see you
thanks.
guys during the week. Take
All right,
care.
thanks for the
You
call.
too.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the
Bye-bye.
call, Larry. Bye-bye.
All right, we're going to go out on a break right now, and we'll come back with the last segment, a little bit on me and a little slight bit on Earl.